In this chapter, we will look at everything about supply and demand. In my opinion, supply and demand is one of the most important chapters in trading. If you have internalized everything from this chapter and you are able to recognize the best zones, then you will also have the highest probability for your trades. Because then you will no longer trade from weak zones, which you know are dangerous, but you will explicitly wait for the best zones in trading. This gives you the highest probability for your trades, and you can therefore build up the best positions that can bring you disproportionately large profits over time. Therefore, in this chapter, we will look at what actually makes good supply and demand zones. What is the difference between supply and demand compared to support and resistance? I think supply and demand have some advantages because we are able to enter the market earlier than in the support and resistance concept. But we have to be selective in our choices of zones. We have to look at what makes a zone really strong, how can we recognize that the zone is rather weak, what is delivery all about, and what does mitigation of a zone mean for us. We also want to look at whether it is possible to look further into such a zone and narrow it down into smaller areas. That's a so-called refinement. We also want to know when a zone has already been processed and when we can continue to use it. We'll be looking at all these topics in the next few videos, and please pay close attention so that you develop a good understanding of which zones you should and shouldn't deal with. We'll look at all of this in the practice later so that you are as well prepared as possible, not just in theory but also in practice. See you in a later video.